everyone, and welcome back to Israel in Style. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh, and I think it's about time to take a second and reminisce on the good times that we've had on the show with some very talented people. We're going to take a trip down memory lane and show you guys the best of Israel in Style from the last few months. So, to kick off today's episode, I'm bringing you guys back to my interview with the absolutely stunning and super talented Ariel Barokas from Annatee Jewelry. Take a look. One of the things I love to see most in the fashion world is a mother-daughter duo working side by side to create beautiful designs. Well, my next guest is the daughter of a duo behind the Annatee brand that design stunning fine jewelry that can be described as classic with a twist. Ariel Barokas,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good.
I'm so excited that you're here in the studio. You're just one of the two. You know, your mom is also a designer. You guys work side by side. Tell us about the jewelry brand.
So my mom and I were polar opposites in the sense that she's the creative and I'm more the communication, the social butterfly.
Marketing.
The one who does marketing, PR, and it blends really well because all I want is for people to see how talented she is and how creative she is because she creates such amazing designs that I've never seen before.
Right, get exposure for your mom.
Yeah, she does everything by herself, like everything is handmade. So for me, it's like so important to show that to the world because I'm so proud of her.
Right, that's so sweet. I'm sure she's gonna watch this and be so thankful.
Yes.
Honestly, where can you find a PR agent that, you know, that cares so much?
She got very lucky.
Yeah, she did. Why don't you tell me about the line, you know, about the designs?
Yeah, so the line, it all started like a while ago, you know, years and years and years ago. My mom was always in jewelry and in diamonds. It was always, you know, her passion. And with the years, she just created a lot of pieces for herself. For example, this one.
Right.
And for example, the eye. And she just, you know, traveled all over the world and got a lot of influences from all over. And she started making these things for herself, and people were like, wow, where did you get this from?
Literally, wow.
Yeah, literally, wow. And she was like, I made it myself. So she started making it for people. And then I was like, Mom, you're so talented. You should really start doing this. Just make it a job, you know, because you're so talented. So then, you know, we worked on it for a few months, and then a few months ago, actually, it's our little baby.
It's fresh.
Yes,
you just recently launched it.
Yes.
So what can we expect? Is this more, you know, like evening jewelry, event jewelry, or day to day?
So my mom is the type of person that loves to wear jewelry, you know, all the time. So that's kind of what it is. It's sophisticated, it's elegant, it's classic, but it's still modern in the sense that you see, it's different. It's not something you can see every day, but you can still wear it every day. I wear this all the time, and
it doesn't need to be specific. You don't need to wait for an event to wear it. You can really wear it on the day-to-day. She made it very relatable.
Exactly. We have very different things. We love to work with colors, so now we work with a lot of semi-precious stones. Everything is 18-karat gold, so it's the highest level of gold, and it's made in Antwerp, you know, Belgium, which is the capital of diamonds in the world. So the quality of the jewelry is very high, which is what we think is the most important because when you buy something, you want it to stay for like a long time.
Yeah, you want it to really be, you know, timeless, one of those pieces that you can pass on to your kids.
Exactly.
And stuff like that.
And gold has a lot of value, so it's important to put the emphasis on that.
And you guys were just actually published in a magazine. Tell us a little bit about that. That was very exciting.
Yes, it's very, very exciting. It's like our big first, you know, stepping stone. We just got featured in Vanity Fair UK. So
does that sound like normal to you?
I know.
After only a few months of launching these designs, this company?
Yeah, no, it's something that we're very proud of. And we're just happy that people like what we're doing. It means that we're doing something right. It means that we're doing something that people like. Vanity Fair, this is the reason that we got into Vanity Fair.
This is the evil eye type.
The evil eye type because it's such a simple design. It's something that everyone likes, but it has the twist in the sense that like it's simple, it's timeless, and it still has that extra touch because it's Annatee.
Definitely, because it's Annatee. I love that. Seriously,
yes.
I think your mom's gonna watch this and be so thankful that she didn't pick anybody else to work with. You know, I think this duo is absolutely amazing. Really quick, where can we find these pieces? Where can we purchase them?
So www.
Get it, girl.
www.annateejewelry.com.
Yes.
And Instagram at Annatee Jewelry.
I'm sure everyone's going to be following along. They're going to be so excited for these pieces, you know.
And so much more coming. You don't even know. Summer's
we will definitely
coming.
need to be talking about your summer collection when you are back here in Israel. So thank you so much, Ariel, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, if you are looking for the perfect gift to get your girlfriend, sister, mom, friend, anybody for a special day or just because you love them, this is definitely where you should be looking. Check out the Annatee Jewelry website and Instagram to see their top designs. So, continuing with past interviews, our next throwback is a man that can show you all the ins and outs of the city that never sleeps. He's the founder behind the Eager Tourist Group, and himself is an eager tourist. Take a look. All right, so here on Israel in Style, we like to keep you guys updated on absolutely everything involving Israeli lifestyle, adding a little cultural aspect to it. And while we know most of you are from abroad, the States, wherever it is that you are, my next guest started his own touring company in order for you guys to, quote, experience the underbelly of Tel Aviv. Ross Belfort, how are you?
Thanks so much. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to hear about, you know, the tours, how you got started. How did you really get started in this?
Sure. It actually goes back to when I first moved to Israel. I moved here. I used to do the PR for the Misrad HaTarut, the Israel Tourism Board. In doing so, I was living in Tel Aviv, moving from New York, and I found that I was bringing journalists around the city all the time to really unique places that they may have never known about, places that are not advertised, places that are advertised only maybe in Hebrew or, let's say, a friend's party or a friend's studio. And I just basically had the inspiration to create an idea where travelers or normal people from abroad could access these same experiences and these same type of individuals. And in doing so, I created this concept, Eager Tourist, where we actually link with designers and artists and intellects and different people in the city to create experiences, programs, workshops that are kind of beyond the cusp of normalcy or something like that, that aren't standardized, and we don't do like the flag-waving tours. It's really customized, personalized experiences.
Amazing. So you're really kind of bringing all these tourists to the local level. You know what I mean? You're bringing them from, oh, I'm a tourist to, oh, I'm a local. Like, get to know what we really kind of do here. Like you said, a lot of things, if you go on TripAdvisor, it's all in Hebrew. Like,
Definitely.
I don't know what the hottest spots are. So what are some of the different types of tours that you do offer?
Well, like, just to touch upon one point, the whole idea was that information today online is pretty easily accessible. So we don't really, we don't advertise like where we know to go. We actually offer access to these places. So some of the things that we do to kind of bring you into the belly of the city, as you said, we work with two different architects that we created sort of experiences that are showing you the real organization and map of Tel Aviv from the 1925 Geddes Plan. So I work with the city planner. We start basically near Kikar Rabin Square, and we bring you through different areas and different signature buildings that have historical importance. And in doing so, we give you a fully in-depth overview of Tel Aviv from an architectural point, but with an actual architect and not an architectural tour guide.
Wow.
So we kind of cut out the middleman.
So you're literally collaborating with the people that have the direct information, the details, all the things that you really want to share with people, but you want them to get it, like you said, from the architect himself.
Definitely. Another concept that we created is called, it's basically a street photography workshop, but the kicker is we only use film photography. So I became obsessed as a photographer as well, traveling the world. I shoot only with film formats, and I just kind of felt like that's something that other people might want to learn as well, because when you go abroad, you bring your big DSLR, you shoot 1,000, 2,000 photos. They stay on your they stay on your computer, and I'm a photographer as well, so I created this idea where we actually give you a film camera, we load it with film, we work with a photographer, he takes you through the city, and then we actually develop your role for you and send it to you via email. So just these kind of creative out of the box experiences that people coming to Tel Aviv would want, but maybe wouldn't know how to navigate themselves.
But you really are doing a very niche type tours. You know, you're not doing, like you said, your typical, let's go to the top 5 restaurants, or let's do stuff like that. You're really going, like you said, very specific, very curated type tours.
Because you don't need me to make a restaurant reservation.
Right.
You can Google any big travel publication.
Restaurant,
yeah, you can find it easily. It's all over the web. I work on some of those clients sometimes, but what I find that people can't ascertain themselves are these experiences and the sort of know-how how to get there. And being a traveler myself and being someone who likes to be abroad, the best experiences I have are those when you meet someone who's a specialist, or you meet someone from a particular city, and that link or that shared common love of whatever it is formed. And that's not a restaurant reservation.
Right.
That's an actual experience. So the whole idea is to kind of bring people together, bridge gaps. Especially when people come to Israel, they think they know everything, being from the States.
They really don't. Yeah.
They really don't.
You don't even know a portion of what the city has to offer.
It's exactly, and it's something that I think is becoming more and more, hopefully, I won't say trendy, but more popular. And obviously, tourism to Israel is increasing year after year, which is a good thing. So this is something that people can experience that they may have not done before.
Amazing. Yeah. So people can contact you through your website, book the tours.
Eagertourist.com.
Eagertourist.com. Very simple.
No spelling mistakes. Very simple.
Thank you so much for joining us, Russ. I'm sure I'll join you on a tour just
You're
for
invited.
fun,
Next time we open up, you're on.
Okay, so Baba, thank you. For all you tourists out there planning a trip to the Holy Land, there's no better place to call than Eager Tours for the most local and true Tel Aviv experience. Check out the Eager Tour website for more information and to see how you can book your next tour here. Next up is a designer I've been following for years. Her and her co-founder use very unique materials to make their Medusa handbags brand even more one of a kind than it sounds. Take a look at my sit down with the designer. So speaking of fashion, of course, after all, we are Israel in style. I have with me in the studio one of the co-founders and designers of a fashion brand focused on bringing innovative new textiles to their designs with a twist. But I won't say too much. I'll let designer Annatee tell you everything. Hi. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. We've been trying to, make this work for a little bit.
Life.
Yes, life happens. So for everybody who doesn't know, tell us about your brand and how you and your co-founder, started it.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, the name of our brand is Medusa.
Yes.
What we're doing is handbags, clutches, shoulder bags, big bags, small bags, wallets from plastic, from PVC plastic that goes through an industrial technique of stamping with heat. As you can see, this is the actual material. Our brand is vegan, which means
vegan.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
For sure.
This is vegan, so it's like kind of vegan leather, you could say, right?
Yeah, we don't use leather at all.
Right.
We use our plastic that we manufacture here, and we use leather-like fabrics or cotton fabrics, or as you can see here, we have velvet. We use all kinds of combinations with the plastic.
Yeah, this is amazing.
No leather at all. And how everything started, me and Gili started Medusa 8 years ago.
Okay.
After we studied at Shankar College.
Okay.
You probably know this
Of course,
institution.
yes.
We actually studied jewelry design.
Huh.
Yeah.
Funny how things happen like that.
You can never know.
You never do.
But what's great about Shankar is that you have the facilities of the other, classes that you can use.
Right.
You can use the workshop of the plastic. You can use the workshop of the fashion. Everything is open to you. And this is how we discovered the technique that we use today, which is the vacuum forming technique.
Which is the stamping on the plastic?
Yeah, it's an industrial technique that usually no one, as much as I know, no one uses it in the fashion industry or in the accessories.
Right. It's
world.
new here.
Yeah, and we took this technique and we brought it into the world of fashion, actually.
More specifically, bags.
More specifically, bags. We did a bit jewelry, but mainly bags. In this bag, you can actually see our knowledge in the goldsmith. Each pin is attached to the plastic hand by hand. And I think the combination of our knowledge in the small details, in the jewelry design, with the material, with the technique, is what makes
you guys so unique and stand out.
Thank you.
So what I was gonna ask was what materials you guys use, because it's clearly not leather, which is pretty common here in Israel and in general in bags. So what obstacles have you faced not using leather and using this type of material?
I think at the beginning, people were looking at the bags and plastic, it seems cheap.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
People don't understand that actually plastic is not a cheap material at all. And it's not just plastic, and it's what you do with this plastic.
Definitely.
If you would see how this material comes, it comes in sheets. It doesn't look like high at all.
Right.
But if you do what we do is
and make it look high quality.
Yeah. So this is the smart way.
This is the art of designing, fashion in general, not just specifically bags. Working with what you got, and working with the fact that you don't want to use leather. You don't want to, animal cruelty. Why would you if you don't need to? So for your bags, where can we find them? Where can we buy them? Do you sell internationally?
Yeah, we mainly sell internationally. We have our own website, Medusa.com.
Yes.
We sell also on Etsy, you probably know,
Yeah.
and on Amazon. And we have our own studio in Jaffa, where you can find all the variety of models and types of bags, but mainly online.
Right, and where do you guys see it going in the future? Do you see it going from bags to, I don't know, fashion, you know, clothes? Where can we expect it?
Definitely. Using this material, you can do a lot of stuff. You can do it because it's a very strong material. It will last long. You can even use it as furniture, as lighting, as, I don't know, whatever
endless amount of different possibilities with this material. Amazing. So thank you so much for coming in, Annatee. I'm in love with your designs and, you know, the message that you guys are sending with the materials you're using. So everybody make sure to check it out. If you fell in love with the Medusa brand and owners, of course, make sure to check out their website that ships internationally and follow their Instagram to get updated with all their latest designs. Last but of course not least is someone I admire very much. She started her very own English and Hebrew speaking do-it-yourself studio right here in Tel Aviv and teaches people how to create things they'd normally buy. Check this out. Who doesn't love a good do-it-yourself project, right? I mean, of course, it's easier to go out and buy whatever it is that you need, but nothing's better than learning how to create it on your own. But if you're anything like me, you'll need a little bit of assistance, and that's exactly where my next guest comes in. She's the founder of the Do-It-Yourself Tel Aviv, Shoshana Rosen.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you for having me.
I'm really excited to have you on the show because I love do-it-yourself projects. You know, I love doing things on my own, and like I said, with like a little bit of assistance. So tell us a little bit about the DIY Tel Aviv project that you run.
Totally. So I made Aliyah about 2.5 years ago, and I was looking for artistic things to do in Israel, and I realized there was really a lack of different kinds of projects. There was like paint nights, but besides that, there really wasn't so many different crafts. So I invited some friends over to do dream catchers, and word spread. 8 months later, now we do 2 to 3 events a week, and each week we do a different craft.
So you started with dream catchers, which on its own I feel like is also a difficult thing to like create. You know, you do need some help, you need instructions.
Totally.
And so how did that really kind of expand to what you're doing right now? And do you guys do it still at your place, or do you guys have a studio?
So we do it at our place, and we also partner with different places around Tel Aviv, Cafe Zoho, and different and different places around Tel Aviv, because we like to partner with different
different locations so that people can also, you know, for those who don't know, you guys are the first ones that are doing it in English and in Hebrew, right? And so clearly you guys touched into a population of people, of Olim Chadashim, like new immigrants that are coming in that need that like more, you need those friends that are looking to do creative things with you. And so what kind of do-it-yourself projects do you really do?
So I brought some examples of some things. So here are some of our favorites. That's actually our leather and velvet clutch making.
This is my favorite. I saw this one automatically and I thought it was so cool and unique. Look how amazing this is.
And so these are for the credit cards and for your change. And so everyone gets to choose between about 30 different fabrics and gets to make their own and design it themselves.
And so are you guys providing the materials? Do people bring the materials? How does it work?
No, we provide all the materials and wine and snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And so you just get to show up.
So it's an
have
event.
Fun. Yeah, totally.
Because like you said, they do paint night where they offer, you know, like drink, wine, and paint night. So it's like a 3-hour event type thing. How does yours work if I'm coming to sign up for a do-it-yourself?
So our workshops are about 2 hours long, and there's music. It's a really nice atmosphere. As you said, we're one of the only ones that do Israelis, native Israelis, and internationals, and there's something really cool for it to be a group of people from all over the world, internationally and Israelis, and that's pretty unique in Tel Aviv to have a really nice mix together.
Right. And so, okay, so other than the clutch bags, what else can we make?
So one of our most popular ones is candle making. And you get to choose between 30 different essential oils.
Wow, that's amazing.
So this is a combination of rose, lavender, and chamomile. And then you get to color it and design it, and it was our winter favorite.
And so you said these projects, so you guys provide all the materials, and so how much does it really cost for people to come and participate? Because they're also participating, they're also paying for the materials, but they're also, you know, learning from you guys.
Right. So our workshops are between 100 to 130 shekel, which includes all the materials and a really great group of people. Yeah.
So where do you guys see this going, next? Do you plan on opening up a studio, or do you plan on collaborating with, local spots to really allow people to get to know Tel Aviv along with creating these designs?
It's a good question. I mean, all my friends can't wait till I open up a studio in Tel Aviv and just have it open all day. Because we also do private events. We do bachelorette parties and baby ceremonies and stuff like that. We do lots of different private events, also birthdays.
So you'll come to the birthdays with the materials and stuff like that, and it'll just kind of be a fun project, like you said, bachelorette parties and like pre-wedding things and stuff like that.
Exactly. So who knows? Maybe one day we'll open a store. We'll definitely continue to grow and offer even more workshops and more different projects, and we'll see.
So are you the only instructor that you have, or are you partnering up with like friends and stuff like that?
So I'm the main instructor, but we also love to partner with different artists in Tel Aviv and really give it's a great city to partner.
Definitely.
And so we've done like candle making and perfume making with different artists.
And macrame. I have like a bunch of people, that come on the show that I could recommend to you. Everybody loves doing things on their own and like do it yourself like you're doing right now. I think this is such a cool idea. Also in a really cool way to connect new people that are coming to Israel, especially those that kind of feel, out of place or don't have their creative niche yet here in Tel Aviv, to kind of make those friends of art night,
Yeah, and I think that also, most people haven't been creative since they were like 5.
Right.
And so it's a really nice place. It's totally accessible. You don't need any artistic experience at all, and you can just come and drink wine and have fun and try something new.
Amazing. And so people can find you. You have an Instagram, you have a Facebook, you have a website, everything, right? You're on every social media outlet.
You have to be these days.
100%, especially with something this creative.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we're going to set something up. I would love to come check out the studio and make one of these amazing things, show them how it kind of works. So thank you so much, Oshana, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, there you have it, a Hebrew and English do-it-yourself studio right here in the heart of Tel Aviv. Make sure to check out the DIY Tel Aviv website and Instagram to get some more information. All right, that's all the time we have for today's throwback episode of Israel in Style. It's always nice to take a minute and look back at the amazing times I've had with people and the unique stories we've heard. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check us out on iltv.tv/Israel in Style. Have a fabulous week, everyone.